All right, everyone. Welcome to RFCL Playoffs Season 1. We got the 1 versus 8 matchup. I am joined by Blake, as always, who
Hi
will be
guys.
playing in Game 2 tonight.
Oh yeah. Getting ready for
All
that
right.
rivalry matchup
The
in
rivalry.
the rivalry.
Shut the hell up, Blake, okay? Really? First minute into YouTube, we're doing this. All right, so Coastal is a 8.5 point favorite tonight. The over/under is 34.5. And Blake, what are we thinking tonight? What do you think is going to happen before we go interview the coaches?
Uh, I think we're gonna see Coastal with absolute domination, but we're not gonna see App State, play like the 8 seed. I think they're actually gonna compete a little bit, and I think they're gonna put up some points.
All right. Well, with that, Blake, let's go. Let's go listen in. Let's go have a conversation with Coastal to begin this game.
All right.
Coach Gage in Coastal Carolina, how are we doing tonight for the playoffs?
Man, I'm alive. I'm breathing. It's football season. Can't get much better than this.
And I didn't get to commentate last time. Twist, the new offensive coordinator for you guys, was on the call. Obviously, you guys dismantled Southern Miss. What did you take from that game, and what are you going to use that in the playoffs?
To be honest with you, we took the whole reason we brought Twist here to Conway, South Carolina was because me and him are going to see eye to eye on a lot of things. We run very similar schemes. We understand the game at a very high level, and it showed on Sunday when we played Southern Miss, and that's really what we're going to continue today. We've got all kinds of different plans of attacks that we can utilize. So we're just going to take it one game at a time. Right now, we're worried on beating App State and trying to go win the RFCL championship.
Blake?
Coach Twist, great performance last week, putting up a lot of points. You kind of what is your game plan going in tonight against App State?
Well, first, thank you very much. It was a really nice start to the career over here in Coastal Carolina. It was a lot of that, though, as I was, talking about in the interview after the game, was that our defense set us up a lot with a short porch. Had a lot of points just came off of the defensive side of the ball. So hats off to that side. I think it makes the offensive coordinator's job a lot easier when the defense is playing that well. So we're going to ride the curtails of our defense and try and, possess the football, have long lasting drives, eat the clock a little bit, move the chains, and take the top off when it's necessary. But I'm confident that we'll have the same kind of mentality going into this game as last.
All right. Well, with that, we will talk to you all at halftime. Good luck tonight, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Appreciate it.
Coach Mason, how are we
Hey,
doing tonight?
feeling good, feeling good. How are you doing, sir?
Pretty good. So, not a lot of people are, they don't have a lot of faith in y'all. What can you use from that to take into tonight, to give your players some motivation?
Hey, man, we believe in our staff, and our boys believe in us, all around team together. Our fans, our university, our coaching staff believes within each other. We don't let the outside noise bother us. So that's what all that matters. We believe in each other, and when you believe in each other, magical things can happen.
And, last time we saw you all, wasn't the best game, but what could you take away from that to apply in the playoffs?
Honestly, just not turning over the ball, and being smart with the ball, and scoring points. We really got to score points and win on third down. So that's the big stuff we got to do, and if we do those things, believe we can walk away with a W.
Blake, anything for the coordinators?
I think I'm good, Coach.
All right. Well, with
I
that,
think Nicotine had something to say about our
Yeah,
quarterback.
I just really wanted to let the league out there know that they should be on the lookout for Dawson Bordeaux in this read option. It was pretty hard to get him to take to it because he really doesn't know how to read. But we really got him down with the basics, some Dick and Jane books, and now he's able to run an offense almost.
all right. Well, with that, we'll see y'all at halftime. Good luck. We'll talk to you all in a little bit.
Appreciate it.
All right, Blake. Hearing The final words for the coaches before they go into battle. Any final, predictions? Or are you going to keep that Coastal's going to dominate?
I'm going to go 35-21 Coastal. Man, I'm pumped. Round one, first game. Doesn't get any better than this. This is what we've been waiting for all year. This league's just been fantastic.
Oh, I agree. I agree that Coastal probably win pretty handily. 8.5-point favorites. I do think they'll cover. But, 1 versus 8 to kick off the playoffs. Then we have 3-6 tonight to end day one of week 1 of the playoffs. It's basically a new season now. You are no more guaranteed to play next week. It's win or be eliminated. Coastal Carolina will return from the goal line and we'll get to around the 29-yard line. Coastal Carolina, last week we saw them break some offensive records. Largest win in the league, most points scored in the league. Let's see if they can keep that up this week. And it seems, Blake, that they're immediately going to chew clock. It's going to be a play action pass for Jordan Grant. It's wide open over the middle and already at midfield on the first play. Coastal starting off fast near midfield. Jordan in motion. Be a handoff to Edenfield up the middle, who gets 6 yards. 2nd and 4 for Coastal Carolina. Second and 4 for Coastal Carolina. Play clock winding down. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Jordan for an 8-yard carry. 1st and 10, Coastal Carolina. Pars, not really, because Gage broke all my records, so it's kind of sad. Anyway, Coastal, the check down route to Jordan, who'll get another first down for Coastal Carolina.
And, Patrick Jordan's been someone towards the end of the season that's just absolutely had a game. He's been climbing up the ranks on my Heisman watch list. He, he's been able to make plays on the field and in the air lately.
Yeah, that's another thing we got to think about. We got soon. I don't know when we decided on that, Blake, but we've got to send out the ballot for who are going to be the Heisman finalists.
We do have to do that.
We'll do that soon. Anyway, 1st and 10, Coastal handoff. Great play by the App State defensive line, but Jordan breaks free and gets 5 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 5 for Coastal Carolina.
And Coastal doing exactly what they did last week, just marching straight down the field with little to no resistance.
Yeah, App State's struggle all year has been the defense. They really have not had very much success on the defensive side, and, going up against one of the most high-powered offenses in the league, it's not a recipe for success, as Jordan Grant's pass over the middle is not good at all. And
I think you feel a little pressure right there, Caleb.
I do, too. But now Coastal faces the first 3rd down of the game. And Blake, if they don't pick this up, do you think it's 4-down territory here, or do you think taking the points?
I think they're going to take the points. I think you got 2 great, smart coaches on the Coastal side. I think they take the points, play it safe to begin the game.
3rd and 5, Jordan Grant under center. It's going to be a play-action pass. Jordan Grant feels pressure, steps up in the pocket, nothing coming open, and will fire downfield. Oh, it's almost intercepted at the goal line. Coastal got away with one, and now decision time. They're going to take the points and go up 3. A great defensive stand by App State near the red zone.
A lot of credit to the offensive line for Coastal right there, giving Jordan Grant, 30 seconds in the pocket.
Yeah, and the coverage downfield, was pretty solid. Nothing really came open. So, great defensive play by App State, and they're going to get the ball with a chance to go up 7-3 here.
And that's a win if I'm App State playing this high-powered offensive Coastal that's been scoring at will. I'll take that any day.
I would too. But now you got to see if App State can, take advantage of this, go score They get ball to start the second half, so I'm assuming that's going to start playing into their strategy. Maybe play a little keep away, limit possessions, but we'll see. And we'll see what the game plan is. We heard from Nicotine, their offense coordinator, what they want to do. They want to run with the quarterback. Let's see if they can. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and Spurbeck only gets one.
Ooh.
2nd and 9 for Appalachian State at the 26. It's going to be another handoff up the middle. Spurbeck actually tried to take it outside. Not the best decision, and they'll lose 2 yards. It'll be a 3rd and 11 for App State. He had a huge lane up the middle. Probably gotten at least 5 yards.
Could have drove a semi-truck through the middle.
Not a good decision by their running back, and now App State's going to throw the ball here, which is, at the start of the game, it's not the greatest thing for App State. They've really struggled doing this. Let's see if Bordeaux can start off hot, though, on a 3rd and 11. Coastal playing off, just playing the first down marker. And Bordeaux's back to pass. Going to fire over the middle. It's intercepted at the 30, at the 25, 20, 15. And it's tackled at the 13-yard line. Coastal with great field position to go up 2 scores.
Talk about the defense just walking their offense right up to the red zone. Just
Yep.
absolute great start for the offense right here.
First and 10 for Coastal Carolina inside the 15-yard line. And Jordan Grant will go under center. It's going to be a back-to-pass, going to fire to Patrick Jordan, and he'll get 5 yards, a little wheel route. And it's going to be 2nd and 5 for Coastal Carolina. Second and 5 for Coastal. Grant under center. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and Edenfield only gets 2. Another 3rd down for Coastal Carolina. Let's see if they can't pick this one up.
I think we're going to see a little Jordan Grant quick pass right here off the snap for a touchdown. I'm just speaking from experience, that is.
Yeah. Coastal brought in this formation last week against Blake, and it really seemed to work. So let's see if it doesn't here. It's going to be a handoff, and it's blown up in the backfield. Patrick Jordan loses 4, and Coastal's going to settle for another field goal. Oh, no, they're not. They're going for it. Interesting decision here. Already settled for 3 once. They want a touchdown this drive. Blake, thoughts on this decision to go for it on 4th and 7?
I don't think it's a good idea. I think especially when your App State's defense is playing so well like this. So
well, they settled for 3 anyway. They thought better of it. And the kick is up, and it is going to be good. Another defensive stand by App State in the red zone, and it's still 6-0.
Are we already seeing a quarterback change?
We are.
Seeing a quarterback
Isaiah
change.
Jones already coming in for App State. Bordeaux benched after the first series.
So it seems what Nicotine had told us at the beginning of the game is already falling apart.
Apparently so. Return from the goal line. App State looking for some blockers. Gets to the 25-30. Almost broke through, but gets it around the 32. App State with decent field position to begin this drive. First and 10 for App State at the 32. Jones down at quarterback. It's going to be a QB power with Jones. Jones gets outside and gets 7 yards. 2nd and 3 for App State.
Coach Mason might be finding some stuff that might work against this defense now. If he does, everybody better watch out.
Yeah, I mean, if App State...
I mean, the way your defense is playing right now, if you can just figure some stuff out that works offensively.
Yeah. So we're nearing the end of the first quarter. App State down 6-0. They're looking to get something going off. It's 2nd and 3 for the Mountaineers at the 39. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. He's going to fight his way for a first down. Spurback with a 5-yard carry. And App State gets their first down of the game. Five wide for App State on the final play of the first quarter. If they get it off, they will not get it off, and that will do it. Into the first. Coastal Carolina only up 6-0 after 2 drives stalled near the red zone. But App State looking to get something going on their second possession of the game.
And if you love sports and you love going for the underdog, right now you're pumped up seeing App State sort of drive down the field. I mean,
yeah, pistol formation for App State. Both teams seem to be running the play clock down a lot here. It's going to be a keeper by Jones. He's going to get outside. Good read by the corner, though, limiting it to 1-yard carry. 2nd and 9 for App State.
yeah, I know. And Pars has brought up Spurback in the chat. You know, he's on the year 371 yards on 79 attempts. He's put up a lot of yards this year, but he's not scored any.
Yeah. He is a very underrated running back. You don't really hear a lot about him because, App State is 1-6 on the season. So it kind of diminishes, people don't really talk about his success. But 2nd and 9 for App State now. It's going to be another handoff up the middle. Spurback gets free, gets nice yards, gets a first down, fights his way for 10 yards, and App State's past midfield on their second drive. Oh no, Pars said in the chat, he bet the 8.5 in favor of Coastal and put the over. And both are not looking good right now. But that can change. Pistol formation again for App State. It's going to be a handoff this time to Edenfield. Denby. 2nd and 7 now for App State. Second and 7 for App State now. At the 43-yard line. App State changes the play. It's going to be a QB keeper this time. He gets outside looking for blockers. Try to cut up field, but only gets 2. It's going to be a 3rd and 5 now for App State. If he kept his line, probably could have gotten a couple more yards. But nonetheless gets 2. And App State probably has has 2 downs to get 5 yards here. Last third down, App State threw a pick from their own 20-yard line. Spurback with the handoff up the middle. He gets 13 yards. A great carry by Appalachian State. And they extend their drive deeper into coastal territory.
And Spurback having a great performance already. Show what he can do on the field.
Yeah, I mean Coastal has not really found an answer for him so far. Probably something they're going to address at halftime, seeing that we already have 4 minutes to go till halftime, and App State gets the ball to start the second half, Blake. So they're doing a good job. Or excuse me, I think I said App State, right? App State does get the ball.
Yeah. Mason is doing a great job with managing this game.
Spurbeck with the handoff, breaks a tackle, breaks a couple more, gets 4 yards. Almost scot-free, and that would have been a touchdown. But
He actually had that hole inside. I think he
Yeah.
could have got more yards.
a great carry nonetheless. 2nd and 6 now for App State's. I believe they are just outside the red zone here.
Oh, man, that center pancaked someone on that play. Oh, that would have been a run.
Jones gives an audible, and now another keeper. Tries to get around, but loses 2 yards. And now it's a 3rd and 8 for App State. Probably going to have to pass here. If they trust their quarterback enough.
You know, I just don't think they do, Gerald. I think they're going to go with the run here. They don't have their quarterback warm at the moment. I just wouldn't have that much faith in him to make a play right here.
Yeah, we'll see. Even though I think they're going 5 wide, aren't they?
And
No.
Nope.
2 receivers to each side. Could be a run up the middle. They did this last time and got a decent amount of yards, but I think Coastal is, prepared this time for it as they spread the line. It is going to be a run. Spurbeck, and he's going to get a first down again to fight his way near the goal line, or excuse me, the 10-yard line. Not first and goal just yet, but a great carry, and App State could potentially take this into halftime with very minimal time and, maybe get 7 points here. First and 10, pistol formation for App State at the 11-yard line. It's going to be another handoff to Spurbeck. Spurbeck looking to get outside. He does get the 10. Tackle from behind at the 9-yard line. 2nd and 8 for App State. Regardless of what happens here, get a touchdown or a, field goal. A good drive. Got yourself back into the game here, especially with getting the ball to start the second half. As long as your defense can hold up and not give up a touchdown with however much time App State gives Coastal.
Yeah, and App State couldn't have done this any more beautiful by allowing this clock to run out, utilizing the running game, getting down in the red zone.
If I was Coastal, I'd begin to think about calling timeouts here. Spurbeck gets the handoff, gets 3 yards. There it is. Timeout Coastal Carolina with just over 2 minutes to go. Another 3rd down for Appalachian State. What does App State have to convert another 3rd down in this drive? They've converted 2 3rd and longs already with
This
running
is the same
plays.
formation.
They
with
might
the
run,
last run
they
up
might run up the middle again. If he gets past the first line of defense, it's pretty open.
Oh, we have a...
Now it's really not, so I wouldn't run the ball. But does App State trust Jones enough to not make a mistake and throw a pick here? We'll see. He does. Jones back to pass on the 35. Fires in the middle. It's dropped by Spurbeck. It was a great pass. Probably would have been, if not a touchdown, a very short 4th and 1. But App State will settle for 3. And Coastal gets away with 1 after a great drive by App State.
Wow.
Coastal returning it from inside and taking a knee. Yeah, it was a good drive. But now can App State slow down Coastal Carolina here? They've been able to stop them inside the 20-yard line, but the other 80 yards have been the problem.
And that's just the thing when you play Coastal, you're so weary about Jordan Grant dropping back and throwing bombs and making the passes outside that you have to play that and allow all the runs.
Grant back to pass, fires his running back, gets 7 yards and steps out of bounds. 2nd and 3 now for Coastal. And that play has been, for the last 2 weeks, the play that's caused defenses a lot of trouble. Central Michigan couldn't defend it, and I assume that Southern Miss had a very difficult time defending that as well.
That play that just ran right there, I never could find an answer for.
I couldn't either. 2nd and 3. It's going to be Grant back to pass again. App State bringing pressure, and he's sacked for a 2-yard loss. Great play by App State bringing pressure. They call a timeout. Not sure if I would have done that because now you're giving
Yeah.
Coastal a free timeout if they convert this. Third and 5 for Coastal Carolina. I guarantee that running back. Yep, there he goes. Grant back to pass, fires. It's caught, but he's going to fight his way for a first down.
Wow.
App State pushes him out of bounds there. It'll be 4th and short, but they convert, and Coastal extends the drive. Handoff to Patrick Jordan. Doesn't go anywhere. Timeout Coastal. 2nd and 10, and they're taking off chew clock because they realize they need some time, Blake, to score.
Right, and
Yeah.
you know, App State.
App State's
this defense.
yeah, I don't
Where
know.
did it come from?
Since the first drive, App State's done a really good job. I mean, remember Coastal got the ball at the App State's 15, and I only got, I think, 3 yards total in that drive. You had to settle for another field goal, and this is their first drive since. Grant back to pass on the 2nd and 10, looking, fires over the middle, to the left side, and it's incomplete. No one was really open there. Maybe it just been a throwaway, but now a big 3rd down for Coastal Carolina and App State here.
And Gage is a coach of confidence, but at this point, with Jordan Grant, you know, not making some passes, 5 for 8, you know, I would get a little bit worried if he doesn't complete the next one about getting kind of cold. And,
I would too. I would too.
If that happens, it can be a very even game to the wire.
3rd and 10 for Coastal Carolina. It's going to be a play-action pass. Grant fires. It's incomplete. Too far to front, and App State's going to get the ball back with a minute left to go and 2 timeouts. But, however, knowing Gage really well, a fake can never be ruled out by him. And we've seen fakes have great success in this league, but they will punt it away. And they're going to call it fair catch. It's fumbled. It's fumbled and recovered by App State. Or Coastal Carolina, excuse me. Oh, my goodness. What was
You
the...
have to be kidding me right now.
If you're App State, you're just...
Oh,
Oh, man. All the momentum you got just sucked out.
Oh,
And now Coastal's got the ball at the App State 16. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
What
Man,
a
that-
turn of events. Grant back to pass, fires, and no one's down the field.
Well,
That's-
if I'm App State, I'm expecting some runs right
Yeah.
here. Jordan Grant can't get it done right now. Patrick Jordan is about to get this ball.
That's the downside of running a defensive formation on 4th down. When you
Yeah.
expect a fake punt, someone's trying to run back there to get the ball, and that's the chance or the risk you take. Potentially having a fumble. I think the first muff punt recovered by the defense we've had all season. I don't remember if that's ever happened. Patrick Jordan gets the carry. Only 3 yards. Timeout App States. They can still get the ball back with a decent amount of time. And, potentially hold Coastal to another field goal.
Wow, that could possibly be the play that turned this game around. I see this coming down to the wire after the way these two teams have played in the first half, and that play right there just absolutely changed.
Grant back to pass, fires deep in the end zone. It's incomplete. Launch it again and stops the clock for App State, and Coastal gets a free 3 points after the muff punt.
And folks, and for everyone watching back home, Jordan Grant is 5 for 11 right now. A guy that's been Mr. Consistent all year long. Will be going into half pretty cold. So
Yeah.
That's something to keep in mind coming out in the second half.
Especially if App State finds a way to get some points here, get some momentum that they just threw away back. Could be really interesting, especially with App State getting the ball to start the second half.
I mean, we've heard of March Madness, but this is RFCL madness. I mean, if one goes down to 8, this is
Yeah,
wow.
I mean, the most popular upset pick I've seen has been FAU beating CMU. I don't think I saw anyone say App State beating Coastal, unless it was from
Me neither.
App State coaching staff. Jones back to pass on a 1st and 10 and a fire in the middle. It is somehow caught for an 8-yard reception. That was thrown into traffic. And the clock is still rolling, just over 30 seconds to go, and App State's got to get quite a bit of yards to get into some field goal range, potentially try to get a touchdown. Jones back to pass, fires, and it's almost.
Ooh.
That was a dangerous pass, a very dangerous
If it's
pass.
me, 28 seconds is not much time. Let's just run this one out.
Yeah, but Ghost has got a timeout, Blake. Now, that being said, they could probably run and get 2 yards. They've been doing that all game. I mean, and they will run it. Spurbeck doesn't get there. Oh, man. I can see Mason get greedy and try to go for this.
I think that is
but
a
I wouldn't do that. I would put it away and just trust your defense and get a stop with 24 seconds left. You know, that's maybe 1 tackle inbounds. Kind of defeats Coastal's chance of getting points.
Oh, and it's.
Oh, did App State have a fake on?
I think they did.
Or are they going to a fake?
That's a mind game right there.
The run, if they do the fake run, it might work. They don't fake it. The kick is away. Oh, I thought that was going to get muffed.
I thought, oh, man.
Oh, that was the same animation we had for the App State muff.
If that would have happened, Caleb. Wow.
Coastal going 5 wide. Interesting decision because one bad pass from Jordan Grant could be really devastating to Coastal going into halftime.
Absolutely.
But he is back to pass on a 1st and 10. Fires. It's caught by a check down route. Now that's going to get Jordan Grant warmed back up here before half with 12 seconds left to go. Coastal can potentially try to get a field goal, but they would have to get first downs or get out of bounds on like every single play. Grant back to pass, fires over the middle, and has a man at the 48. 7 seconds to go. I think it's too little, too late, Blake.
This is the last play right here.
Yeah. Grant back to pass, 6 seconds left. Looking, fires. It's caught, tackled in bounds, and that'll do it. Coastal is up 9-3. No touchdowns in the first half. And Blake, who do you want to go talk to first?
Let's go see Coastal first. I think it's been kind of the opposite of what they expected, so I'm kind of eager to hear what they say.
All right. All right, Coach Gage. It was a very weird first half. Not many expected no touchdowns coming from both sides. App State kind of fought their way back in, and then the muff punt out of nowhere gets you guys 3 free points. What was your take from the first half?
To be honest, we know Mason's a good offensive mind, and we realized basically when they got into the red zone what our mistake was defensively on that long drive they had. And they chewed a lot of clock with that drive. So defensively, we've already fixed our mistake on that. We did catch a lucky break there with that punt. But we only got 3 out of it, so it's not like we turned it into anything meaningful at this point. But I think we're all right. We know we got to get Grayson hot. We got to get him hot quick because he's just not on the same page with our receivers right now. And we fixed those issues, and we're good to go.
Oh, yeah, that's the next question. This is for both of you. Are you guys worried about, Jordan Grant's inconsistency in the first half and that going to carry over in the second half? Or do you think that last drive kind of got him warmed back up?
No, he's a big boy. He'll figure it out. We're gonna have a meeting here in a second. We're gonna talk things through. It's not like he's not making the right reads. He's just not making the throws, and so that's something we can fix really quickly. I'm confident we're gonna come out and play a little better in the second half. But hats off to our defense. Once again, they're playing great, keeping us in this thing. So I'm happy.
Back to you, Twist. You came out playing pretty balanced. Play calling was a good amount of runs, good amount of passes. Towards the end, not regarding the last drive where you had to throw downfield, you were throwing a little bit more passes out there. What do we expect to see from the offense in the second half?
Yeah, I was really hoping that we can catch fire like we did last week. It's not in the cards as far as what we were trying to get done, but there's a lot of different avenues we can go with this offense. We're pretty versatile, so I'm pretty confident that we'll be able to get the yards we need to get some more points. I think the only drive we had that we didn't get points on was a punt. So I think we're 3 out of 4 for points on drives right now, so I'm okay with that. I'd like them to be touchdowns, but we're getting there.
All right. Well, with that, we are going to head over to App State, and we'll see you after the game. This one might come down to the wire. We shall see. All right, Coach Mason. Very interesting first half. You guys gained some big-time momentum late, and then the muff punt kind of derailed all of that. But take me through that long field goal drive. What did you find on that drive that was successful?
Honestly, just sticking to what we were doing in practice and, moving the ball well and, staying on schedule.
Are you all worried that Isaiah Jones or Dawson Buddha, whoever you use, is just not warmed up enough and you have to rely on the run game more than the pass game?
Honestly, I think we're doing really well for what we want to do. We've only had, I think, was it 3 possessions? Obviously we'd like to have the quarterback more warmed up. But, we're staying in schedule, and I think we're going to do really well in the second half of, staying on schedule.
Blake?
On our just absolute great performance in the first half, came out and you've limited Coastal to 9 points. Everyone expected them to be at least 20 in the first half, but big props to you guys on doing that. What are some things you think have contributed to that success?
I think our guys, been able to make some good tackles and not get down on themselves when we've been in one-on-one positions or been out of position, right? Been able to limit them to field goals, and we're going to try and continue to do that. And I think that if we can get a big play here, it can turn the game.
My man, Coach Nicotine. All right. Great running game in the first half. I know you benched Bordeaux. He wasn't giving you what you said he would do, and you took quick action.
Can't fucking read. Guy can't read a book.
And, but like I was saying, the running game is looking great. Is that something we're going to see you go back to in this second half?
We have a few things we want to revisit and a few things we want to implement that Coastal hasn't seen yet. So I really believe the second half will be a tale of 2 takes.
All right. Well, with that, we're going to head back to the booth, and you guys can get this third quarter started.
Let's go App State.
Let's go App State.
All right, Blake. What your predictions for the second half?
Man, I think Jordan Grant's going to get hot and come out and win this one, but I'm going for the underdog. Like I said, if you're a fan of sports, if you're, just watch. You always want that big underdog to win the game. So let's go App State.
I'm going to do it, Blake. App State's going to shock the world.
Wow.
They're going to take down number 1. It's going to just start the playoffs with a bang. I've seen enough. I think they can do it.
And as we see in the chat, Trigger says, let's go all state. So
yeah Trigger,
Grant gets some involvement. He said, shock the world. So, we'd like to see in the chat who y'all think is going to win the rest of this game.
Yes, and as well, please.
Reshare.
Yep, share, subscribe, whatever. We moved over to here because Twitch is just not doing it for us. And we feel like this is a better way to grow the league as Jones keeps it and loses 3. But, my bad. Yeah, I feel like this will be better for the league overall. And, on all states. Yeah. As we progress with this channel, I don't really know what YouTube stuff is compared to Twitch. You could do like polls and stuff. I'm not sure if that's a thing on this. I'm sure it is. We just haven't unlocked it yet. But we can get back to normal stuff once we meet some requirements. Over the middle, gets only 2 yards on the wide receiver screen. 3rd and 11 now for App State. Kind of like how they started off their first drive of the first half, going backwards. And, I wouldn't want to give Coastal the ball back. Still down 6. And then, they have the chance to go up 2 scores. I just think going down 2 scores against Coastal is just, I don't know. You don't really have.
It's not very comfortable.
No. Very hard to come back from. Big 3rd and 11, though, for the Mountaineers. Will they get the playoff? Oh, yes, they do. Jones back to pass on 3rd and 11. Going to throw on the run. It's knocked away. Could have been a pick six, potentially, but App State will punt it away on their first drive of the second half. The kick is away. And it'll be returned from the 35. And it's tackled at the 45 or 10-yard return. And Coastal's got great field position to begin their first drive of the second half. Can App State get off the field? Will this be a defensive battle? Yes, Trigger. Yes, both will be on neutral fields. We have 3 locations. The national championship is at... let me see. Let me get the locations. A 5-yard carry for Patrick Jordan. So the championship game is in Frisco. Semifinals are in Birmingham and Santa Monica. Grant fires in the middle, and it is absolutely nowhere close. A 3rd and 5 now for Coastal Carolina.
Jordan Grant. I think he's got ice cubes. That man is ice cold.
Yeah, a big 3rd down. I don't see Coastal going for this, and they don't pick up any yards here. Actually, I'm going to be honest. I don't see them going for it at all. There's no reason to risk it. Your defense has been playing lights out for the most part, besides that one drive. I just don't see any reason you want to give App State the ball near midfield. But I guess we'll find out. Grant back to pass on a 3rd and 5 with fire, and it's caught. He threw that. He gets a first down.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. I don't think he got there.
Wow.
But the game gave it to him. But he threw that ball like maybe 10 miles an hour.
Wow.
First and 10 for Coastal, though, at the 44. Grant back to pass. App State brings pressure. Check down route to the running back. Edenfield gets 9 yards on the reception. And Coastal likes their look. They're going to go in the hurry up. Haven't really seen this very much today from either side. But now 2nd and 1 for Coastal Carolina. I would expect a run here. It is a run. And App State also had a run as my internet just died. But we're back. Now it's 3rd and 2.
John Seeley with a huge tackle right there. He came flying through the line and just obliterated his man.
Yeah, he did. Big 3rd and 2, though. I don't know where Coastal is, to be honest with you. I don't think they're in field goal range. If they are, it's like borderline. So I do think this is four down territory for Coastal here. If they don't pick it up. It's going to be another handoff, and Patrick Jordan gets the first down anyway. First and 10, Grant under center. It's going to be a play action pass. Grant looking, fires in the middle. It's caught. He's at the 15. Breaks a tackle to the 10, inside the 10, and down at the 9-yard line. First goal for Coastal Carolina. Gavin Stokes with the reception.
Jordan Grant getting warmed up. It seems he shook off that ice.
Yep. Handoff to Edenfield. Only gets a yard. 2nd and goal for Coastal. Can App State get another goal line stands? They've done it 3 different times. One of the reasons they're still in this game with their offense struggling is their defense, which, you know, as we mentioned earlier, has not been a strong point for App State all season. But they have come to play in the playoffs, giving App State a chance. Second and goal from the 8-yard line. Grant back to pass, looking for something over the middle. He's going to get sacked instead, loses 4 yards, or 8 yards, excuse me. And it'll be a 3rd and very long for Coastal Carolina. Third and goal from the 16 for Coastal Carolina. If you're Jordan Grant here, you don't want to make a mistake and just, you have a field goal, and I think they are playing it safe. Patrick Jordan with the carry only gets 3, though, and Coastal will have to settle for another field goal. Kick is up, and it is good. And for the 5th time today, a field goal has been made, and their score is 12-3. For those that are that picked Coastal as the favorites, 8.5, you're really liking the score right now. For those that picked the over, you've got bad news for you. And Blake, I don't know if you're paying attention to the chat, but the former offensive coordinator for Coastal is going for App State here. Maybe a little hard feelings between, the program and the former coach. Anyway, Spurbeck with a 7-yard carry, 2nd and 3 now. It's going to be a keeper by Jones, a great read. He gets outside, gets to the 43-yard line, and maybe App State has found something. Maybe that will get Isaiah Jones warm where they can actually throw the ball. Pars, you should feel really sad. Well, the 500 on the 8.5 is okay. The over, not very good. Anyway, 2nd and 6 from the 46. It's going to be a handoff. Coastal Reddits, and they lose 2 yards. 3rd and 8 now for Appalachian State, and it's definitely 4-down territory time. You're running out of time. We're about to enter the 4th quarter, still down 2 scores. No touchdowns have been scored, so you need all the chances you can get to get some more points as App State's going to the stack formation. Sorry, Pars. 3rd and 8 for Appalachian State. Jones back to pass. Fires to his running back. It's intercepted! It's intercepted! Oh, no. Oh, no. That's the 2nd time the running backs dropped a pass on that route. And both times those cost App State very, very badly. One would have been a touchdown. One probably would have been a 1st down. But now it's a 1st and 10 for Coastal. Edenfield fights his way for 2 yards, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. It is still 12-3. No touchdowns have still been scored in this game. Second and 8 for Coastal. Grant under center. It's going to be a play action pass. Grant going to get sacked, loses 8 yards. 3rd and 15 now for Coastal Carolina as they look to get the ball back pretty quickly to try to stay in this game.
Yeah, and if I'm App State, I'm not worried right now. Defense is still playing great. We just need to stop them before they get close to the red zone. And then, it's all in the offense there if they can get in the end zone.
Yeah. I agree. Although Patrick Jordan on that wheel route, that's caused a lot of teams trouble. He's open, but Jordan Grant fires over the middle, only gets 4, and App State doesn't get the ball back. Still only down 9. Maybe. Coastal feels like they can go for it and get it here. Interesting. I don't think I think this isn't a bluff. This is how they got App State. It's not a bluff. 5 wide for Coastal Carolina at midfield. They snap it. 4th and 11. He's going to get sacked at the 41-yard line. I don't know what decision that was. Not a good one, and now App State's in Coastal territory.
If this turns out to be a score, this is something we will have to ask Coach Gage at the end of the game if it results in a loss.
Oh man, if he loses after blowing another game. Trigger, I don't think he did. Jones back to pass on a 1st and 10. Fires. It's caught. He's at the 25, up to the 20. App State threatening already at the 21-yard line. They're going to hurry up with 5.5 minutes to go. Blake, I just don't know that decision. I haven't seen all game App State being able to get more than 9 yards. A quick pass from Jones gets 3 yards to Lunsford. Nothing Coastal's done all game made that decision, you felt confident in that. As Spurbeck gets the handoff, looking for something.
Oh, no.
Only gets 1. However, App State's in field goal range. So, at the worst case, you get a field goal. As much as they want a touchdown, you cut it back to a score.
I think it has to be a touchdown here from from App State to win this ball game.
Yeah, but Coastal really hasn't done anything on offense.
That is true.
But maybe they don't play conservative anymore. I don't know. App State's taking quite a bit of time trying to find a certain play here. They're going to run out of time on this play alone. 3rd and 6. App State might have to waste a crucial timeout here. It is going to be a pass. Jones fires quickly. Has a man behind the touchdown, Appalachian State! And they get back in this game.
Sneak is overexcited with his recruit getting on the board right there. That's a touchdown for App State. This is a ball game.
Oh, my goodness. The 1 seed in trouble late in the game, only up 2 with 4.5 minutes to go.
Man.
Return from the goal line, looking for blockers on the left side. Has some, gets to around the 27, Patrick Jordan. And App State's got 3 timeouts and 4.5 minutes to get a stop and get a field goal. Blake, they don't even need a touchdown anymore. Will Jordan Grant be hot enough to throw passes here, Blake? Or will he get... he's taking a couple sacks. He might be a little cold.
And Coastal's run game has been very good as
we see
they
there.
go to it.
Only 3 yards, though. 2nd and 7 for Coastal Carolina. And let's see if they try to play a little keep away here.
And I think they will. I don't think they'll go to the pass unless absolutely necessary.
I agree. I would agree with that. However, I think they're passing.
Okay, we might see 2 little routes over the middle. Seems to be the bread and butter.
Yeah. Grant back to pass on the 2nd and 7. Fires over the middle. It is caught at the 40-yard line. That's where he's tackled at the 40. 1st and 10.
And that's a very commonly used route I've noticed in the RFCL. Is that little angle route by the tight end. It seems to be unstoppable.
Pars. The over's not going to hit, bro. It's 34.5. They're only at 22. You need 2 more touchdowns. 1st and 10 for Coastal at the 40. It's going to be a handoff left side. Great read by the App State defense. But Coastal, or Patrick Jordan fights his way for 4 yards. 2nd and 6 now for the chance of clears. I'm curious how much Coastal's going to pass here. You're wasting clock, but you don't want to just sell the run here. And App State read it really well. 2nd and 6, though. Grant back to pass. Looking for them. Takes off. His sacked. Loses 6 yards. Timeout, App State.
Holy.
I don't know if I would call
this is getting crazy.
Yes, it is. It is. Oh, man. The playoffs. Would you expect anything else, guys? It's the playoffs. Some of the regular season games were insane. But this, whole different animal. 3rd and 12 for Coastal Carolina. App State could get the ball back with a chance to win this game, Blake. 3rd and 12 at the 39. Grant back to pass. Looking for something in a fire. Right side. It's knocked away! It's knocked away! App State's getting the ball back. Oh my goodness.
Wow. If I'm App State, I'm getting in a punt return and not even.
I would do punt safe zone.
I mean, yes,
you have a
I
return
would
man
have
back.
someone back.
Yeah, you don't want another muff. Fair catch at the 18. App State has 2.5 minutes and 2 timeouts to go take the lead.
2 great performances by both defenses.
Yes,
5
it's
sacks from
great.
the App State end, but 2 interceptions on the Coastal end.
Yeah, and that's really, well, not even that. Coastal's inability to finish a drive in the red zone 4 times has led to this.
Oh my.
Jones with the handoff to Spurbeck. He's going to get 5 yards. And, App State doesn't have to throw here. They can run the ball. All they need is a field goal, Blake. It's all they need. They don't need to go 80 yards. They need to go around 60 or so.
And App State is taking a lot of time off the clock when they're starting to choose their plays. So maybe that doesn't come back to bite them.
I don't know. 2nd and 5. It's going to be another handoff to Spurbeck. Spurbeck's got a wide open lane.
Ooh.
He's at the 37.
Wow.
1st and 10, Appalachian State. As Coach Nicotine's camera has died, apparently, guys, so we will not be seeing him anymore. He's probably laser focused right now. He doesn't even care. But for now, we'll go to the head coach's cams. See both coaches locked in. Under 2 minutes to go. Ball at the 37. What will App State do? Will they begin to trust Jones to throw? Will they continue to run the ball? They are wasting the clock. Another handoff. It's a keeper. Jones loses 2.
No. And not being a touchdown, I know, you have less yardage you need to get to. You still need to be in field goal range, but this clock is starting to wind down pretty fast.
It is, but you still got 2 timeouts. Probably not a worry yet. I think App State's probably pretty comfortable. And they got to get some yards here, though. They don't want another 3rd and long. I don't think they trust their quarterbacks to get a 3rd and long. Jones back to pass on the 2nd and 12. Fires to the running back. And for the 3rd time today, Spurbeck has dropped a pass.
Could we see a run by App State to set up the throw on 4th down? Maybe try and
You
get
could,
some
I mean,
extra
I could
yardage?
see it. They have a favorable box right now
They do.
to get a very nice run play. And they might have just audible to that. 3rd and 12 for App State at the 35-yard line. It is a run. Spurbeck with the carry. He fights his way for 8 yards,
right.
4th and 4. And this is the game right here. This is it. 50 seconds left. App State needs 4 yards to continue or the game's over, and Coastal hangs on. They're wasting a lot of clock here.
They
35
are.
seconds left.
Wow,
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Jones back to pass. The blitz is coming. Has a man. He's still got it. He's at the 45. Tackled at the 42. They're going no huddle.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. They're like 10 yards away from field goal range. 1st and 10 for App State. Jones back to pass. Looking for something. He's going to get sacked. He gets sacked. Timeout, App State.
Wow.
What a turn of events.
Oh, no.
Not a good play design by App State there. No deep routes. A deep route would probably have been a touchdown. If that cost App State the game, oh, man.
It may have. Wow. With only one time out left.
They need to get to around the 35, I would think, to have a chance. Still, that's probably decently long. Jones back to pass. Fires. It's caught to the 40. 3rd and 8. Timeout, App State. That's their final timeout.
And it is definitely not field goal range.
No. They need a 1st down here to spike the ball. Because, yeah, they get tackled for anything inbounds that's not a 1st down, the game's over.
Yeah. I mean, this has got to be a deeper
Yeah.
throw right here to try and set up a spike.
Yep. 3rd and 8. Jones back to pass, fires. It's caught. First down, App State. Inside the 30. Oh, my goodness. 47 yards for the win.
Oh, my.
Timeout, Coastal. They want as much time. They want some time to kick this, to get something going here. Oh, my gosh. There's no way. There's no way. Here we go. 47 yards. From the 30-yard line. The kick is up. It's long enough. It's no good! It's no good! He missed it right!
No way! Oh!
Oh my
No.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, no. No way.
Oh my goodness. Coastal Carolina with the knee down. And they survive, move on to the semifinals. A heartbreaker for Appalachian State.
With that being said, I'm going to go get ready for my game.
Okay.
Gerald,
I'll
it
do
was
the
nice
interviews.
being in the booth
Yep.
with you.
Yep. Oh man. Well, with that, let's head over to Coastal Carolina and get their take on the game.
If the kicker is the player of the game, fire me.
Coach Gage. Oh
No, I don't wanna
my
talk about
goodness.
I don't want to talk about it.
7 seconds left. You thought you lost the game. App State kicker misses right. You're heading to the semifinals.
We did not win that game. Don't say Coastal Carolina won, or Coastal Carolina's playing in the semis, but Coastal Carolina did not win that football game. That was pathetic, piss poor, ridiculous, unbelievable.
Yeah, there's not a lot of words you can describe this game. Absolute mayhem. But Coach Twist, just your offense just did not get going like it did last week. Any adjustments you're going to take to next week to try to get the success back?
Well, Gage and I were just talking about it's
my
definitely
God, Gage, did that just crash?
a fatal error. Nah.
Well, there ain't many fucking stats. Just give it all to the kicker anyway.
Give him all to our kicker.
Oh my God, that game just crashed. Anyway, go ahead, Twist.
Yeah, no, that was ugly. We're gonna have an open QB competition this week for semis. No, but he was cold. He was definitely not himself. It threw me for a loop. I was not expecting that. I had a whole different game plan coming into this. We were lucky that our defense played well and that we got lucky. I mean, App State really did have us beat in more ways than one. Hats off to them and their staff. They played great. But I think Gage and I were both very disappointed in the offense that I put out there today.
I mean, yeah. I think 4 times you're in the red zone or at least near it. All 4 times field goals. So,
Right.
Yeah. Well, you all survived. That's the storyline.
We did.
You'll be playing next week. So, yeah, we'll see you then.
Yeah, you might.
I didn't want to say it. Okay, wait. I'll do it after this. Sorry.
Coach Mason. Oh, man. An absolute heartbreaker. Thought you had it won. The kicker just shanks it right. Overall, App State played lights out. Nothing else that you can do. Gave yourself a chance to win and just didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely heartbreaking that we didn't come away with the win here, but came away with a lot of positives. The past 3 weeks, we've shown how well we can compete with the rest of the league with 0 quarterback and 0 special teams. So I did want to shout out to Coach Gage, Coach Twist, and I don't know if they have another coach there. I'm sorry if they don't, but they played phenomenal. They did great. I want to shout out our coordinators. Our coordinators played great. They coach great. Players, little things there that we wish did better. We did the best we could to put our team in the situation to win, and we didn't come away with that. But one remark I will come away with: we are very ready for season 2. We played the entire season very hard, and just know App State's come in season 2 very hard, and they've proven very recently they can play with the rest of the top of the teams. They just need to get the special teams and the quarterback.
Well, yeah, that's the next question. Now your season's over with. Anything you can take from this game that you can apply to future game plans for next season?
Absolutely. Defense has played phenomenal. We're going to keep doing that. They shut
All
down.
season.
Yeah, I mean, they play phenomenal all season. I mean, earlier on, it was more so weren't really focused. We had head coaching changes, this, and that. Going into season 2, we're going to have a staff that's been together for, obviously the 4 weeks that we've been here. Defense has played phenomenal. Now we just got to get the offense a little bit more better. Well, a lot better, actually. Unfortunately, our quarterbacks just aren't making the best reads towards the end. We saw our senior make some pretty good plays to get us to the spot that we wanted. I mean, 47, we've tested that all year. It was around a 60% chance around 47 yards. So, we thought it. We believed in it, just hooked it a little right. Came away, though, just showing that even when App State didn't have special teams or quarterback, they lost to the best team in the league by 2 points.
Nicotine Monarch, any final remarks?
Just excited to see what we do, and looking forward to studying the rest of the teams for the remainder of the games, and we'll be gunning for you.
Nicotine, anything?
Yes, to recruits out there, just want y'all to know, even in that game there, we have so much fun in this booth, and we have so much fun with our recruits. And y'all can come be a part of this and the success that everyone's going to see in season 2.
We'll take a kicker.
All right. Well, with that, great season for y'all. No, it's
We're
disappointing.
hitting the beach now, baby. We're hitting the beach now. Definitely.
Yeah,
Goddamn Hawaiian, baby.
We'll see you all in like 2 weeks for season 2.
All
Come
right.
see us in Cabo.
All right, take it easy.
Well, with that, game 1 of the playoffs is complete. Coastal survives. They'll move on to play next week against the winner of Marshall and Western Michigan. With that, I'll end the stream for a little bit, and it'll restart when when Southern Miss and South Alabama begin their game. So, see you all in like 10